Hey, thank you so much for listening to our podcast. If you'd like to send us questions, gaming memories, comments, or if you just want to know when the next episode's going to drop, then you can follow us on Twitter at moretrophiespod. That's MoreTrophiesPod. That's More Trophies Pod. Also, you can email us at ihavemoretrophiesthanyou@gmail.com. It's just the name of the show, all one word, at gmail.com. Also, be sure to follow Ryan at Dr._Ryan on Twitter. You can also keep up to date with his Monday night Twitch streams office hours at twitch.tv/Dr._Ryan. That's Dr._RYAN. Dr._Ryan on both Twitch and Twitter. And follow Chris on Twitter at Burezu in Japan. Now, I know what you're thinking. Don't worry, I'm going to spell it out for you right now. That's BUREZUINJAPAN. That's all one word, Burezu in Japan on Twitter. And when they are streaming, you can check them out at twitch.tv/BlazeTK. That's BLAZE, the letter T, the letter K on Twitch. BlazeTK. Thank you again so much, everyone. We'll see you in the next episode. Yeah, that's right. I put it at the beginning of the episode. What are you going to do about it? Huh? That's right. Listen to the episode. Enjoy it.
My internet going out this morning is the worst thing that's going to happen to this episode because I'm fucking so tired right now.
Yeah. I'm right there with you.
Apparently, like, I woke up this morning and I could not get internet. And, I power cycled my shit a couple times. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to talk good for the first time ever for Spectrum. Actually, we should wait for are we recording right now?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay. Yeah, sure. Why not?
All I got to do is punch a number in and then that's where it starts.
I want to go on record. Mm-hmm. Now that we're in the episode, I don't like when you don't tell me that that we're not recording. Cause then it's like, what if I say something terrible?
See, are
you sure? I feel like, well, not like that kind of terrible, but I feel like you're always trying to get, like, I'm not going to say anything like cancelable, but I'm going to say something real stupid and you're going to make fun of me for it.
No.
Like, I'm asking a question and you're going to be like, well, this fucking idiot.
There was, I think, a whole one time that happened, but I didn't make fun of you for it. It was just now I have the sound clip in case I ever need to use it for anything.
Hold on. Bleep this part out. What is it? What did I do?
I think it was in like one of the
all of that better have been bleeped out. If I hear this on the episode, if I don't hear just a continuous beep sound, I'm gonna leak your address. I'm gonna leak your address right now, just in case you live in.
Oh, wow. That's way to dox me. Way to just throw it out there.
You want the exact address? Chris's phone number is.
Oh yeah, you do have that, don't you?
Yep.
Oh no. Actually, that's good. That's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
To make things easy.
No, but okay. So anyway, I woke up this morning and I had no internet whatsoever. So I power cycled both my modem and my router a couple times. Nothing worked. But then all of a sudden I would get internet back for like 3 seconds, but it would be like, I have gigabyte internet. I'd get I do a speed test and I'd have like 2 megabytes.
Right.
So something was definitely wrong. So I called Spectrum and I got a person. And the person was like, yeah, hey, we don't show any outages in your area. Can we try power cycling your stuff again? Because that's what they have to do. I was like, right. You absolutely can. However, I can tell you I've already done it 2 or 3 times. Can we skip that part? And she was like, we got to do it. I was like, fine, I'll do it again. And then she sent like a signal or something. She's like, something's weird here. Something about like you're losing packets or whatever, blah, blah, blah. We're going to send a guy out. So dude comes out literally not even half an hour later.
Damn.
Yeah. Comes in, was like, what's going on? He's like, I told him what's going on. He, unplugs it, puts in his little thing. He's like, yeah, something's weird is going on here, but it's not your modem. But it's on our end. And he goes back to like whatever is in my area that, routers out to all the different places. Mm-hmm. And something in there had gone wrong and it was like a fuse had broken.
Oh, yeah.
And within the process of me doing it, Comcast had already gotten calls from a lot of my neighbors. So like I got on it before because I woke up a little bit early,
Right.
and the dude was like, "Yeah, hey, you saved us a lot of hassle because now all these calls are going to be just like, oh, it's already on it, and it makes us look good." I was like, "Yeah, whatever." And then the dude that came out while he was like looking and fixing it, we started talking about Persona 5. So it was a great time. It was a great time.
Of course, perfect.
So for the first time ever in a podcast, I'm going to say thank you, Charter Spectrum. You did your job. You did it quick, and everything was solved in a nice manner.
I had a friend whenever I was, God, this is like when we were in college, and he had worked for like all of the cable companies, like down in southern Indiana, southern Illinois, Kentucky area, right? Mm-hmm. And so anytime I had a problem, I would just text him and say, "Hey, like, my internet's all messed up." I was about thinking if I've like said his name or not. I'm definitely not going to, but
no, go ahead and say it.
You know, like there's a certain address that you can throw in.
Bleep out his name. Bleep out his name.
Yeah. But like, I would just punch that in, and then he would just be like, "All right, now change this to this and do this to this," and it should just reset everything for you. And it's like basically their little like inside internet thing that they would use on your network to like flash the whole circuit or whatever.
Yeah.
And he would just do that for me over the phone.
You got like
just saved everything. So anything I had, it was no matter which one. Exactly. It's all about the internal hookups.
It's all about the hookups, babe. No, it's not about the hookups. You know what it's about?
The platinums.
And the fact that I have more trophies than you. Welcome, friends, to I Have More Trophies Than You. This is a video game podcast about video games and the different ways that people play them. I am your host, Dr. Ryan, and I am currently... Hold on. What am I? What am I currently? I forgot to look it up. I'm currently number 63 in all of North America.
I thought you were going to say
on
69,
the TSM.
and I was going to be so excited for you, but now you
I was 64.
Disappoint me.
I was 64 when I woke up this morning. Haha, I'm making 64, and then I got to 63. But I haven't played anything today, so how the fuck does that work?
Maybe somebody like got disqualified.
That could absolutely happen. That could absolutely have been the case.
Oh my!
Introduce yourself.
Oh yeah, I haven't done that, have I? Hey, I'm your very tired and about to leave Indiana host, Chris. What's up? I'm so exhausted. But
yeah, me too. I had a long day.
I've played some games.
I played a couple games. Did a couple games. Had a couple games over here.
I'm ready for some fucking trading card games, though. I'll tell you what. Where is the indie developer that is just going to make me some new version of the Pokemon trading card game for the Game Boy, but like in a modern day?
It's called Inscription.
Oh yeah, Inscription was really, really good, but I think I need to put more time between playing that. I mean, I guess there's Casey's mod, but like I played a ton of that.
It's on PlayStation now, and you can get trophies. I'm waiting for someone to write a guide for some of the trophies because some of them are just like I don't fucking know how to do this. But plus, I just played that game. What
are they different than the?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I never looked at. Yeah, because they also included Casey's mod in the PlayStation setup.
Huh. Yeah, I haven't tried for anything with that. So, I mean, like I've played a bunch of it, but I don't think they had achievements on the Steam one before I was.
I think they always do.
Were they?
Yeah. I mean, I played. Oh no, not about Casey's mod.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's Casey's mod. Yeah. Oh fuck.
I'm gonna yawn real quick.
Oh my gosh.
Welcome to Sleepy Time.
Sleepy Cast.
Wait, hey, actually welcome. What?
Oh no, wait, that's Sleepy Cabin. Never mind, I'm thinking of it.
I don't know what that is. Welcome to, this is something new. Welcome to Monday. It's Monday right now and not Friday. We're trying something new where instead of releasing on Fridays, maybe we release on Mondays.
Yeah, which, does that make it so that the next one it'll launch on Halloween, or is it the week before?
Yeah.
It's still the week before, isn't it?
Wait.
No, there will be one. That means we get an extra... Does that mean we get an extra Halloween? No. It'd be the 24th.
No, the next one would be the one. Yeah. Do you want to do a bonus episode on Halloween?
Oh, maybe we can. Oh, yeah,
we'll probably do it.
You know what?
Yeah.
Since it's spooky season.
Yeah.
Marvel and Disney released a new little
I watched that last night.
Did you like it?
Last night. I did. It was fun.
Yeah, I thought it was really, really good.
For those of you who don't know, they did a little special. It's only about it's 54 minutes long, and like
just short of
9 minutes of that. 9 minutes of that is credits.
Yeah.
So it's only like 45 minutes long. Yeah. But they did a Werewolf by Night special that's all in black and white, mostly.
Yeah.
You know, they do some stylized shit. Did you know that was directed by Michael Giacchino?
Yeah, I saw that in the credits.
I didn't see that until the end. It was like Michael Giacchino is a very well-known composer, mostly known for Disney, like Pixar movies, and also for doing all of Lost. And he directed that movie, and it was not movie. He directed that. They call it a TV special. It's like a little mini movie. It's only like 45 minutes long, but it's very fun. It was definitely like, it's fun how it's like it's MCU adjacent, where it's like it's MCU stuff, but they don't reference anything else. Nothing that they do has ever really been referenced everywhere else. It's just, here's another little creepy little side of the MCU, that there's monsters and monster hunters and fun shit. And the guy that played Drift King's little lackey in Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift is in it, and he's the only person that I recognized.
Yeah, like
the guy that plays Jack, it looks familiar, but like I kept saying, is like I think it's just that he looks a lot like Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yeah, I kind of saw that.
But he hasn't really been in anything else I've seen, and then nobody else in that was in anything else that I've seen. But I had a fun time. It was definitely like, I give it a watch. I don't think that it's integral to anything, but it's just like, it's fun. If you have Disney Plus, you should watch it.
Yeah, if you got Disney Plus, definitely watch it.
You know,
watch
if you have
it
Disney
over
Plus,
the Monsters.
No, fuck you. I'm gonna watch the Monsters. I'm doing a thing where I watch a scary movie every day for Halloween. And I think I'm going to end on the 31st with the Monsters.
Look, that is going to disappoint you so much.
Dig through the ditches and burn through the witches and slam in the back of my Dracula.
You know what? They had the perfect opportunity to play that song because.
Well, they don't play that song?
No, because
spoilers.
Grandpa's car is called Dragula.
No, it's not. It's called the Monster Coach. The Dragula is a coffin speed, like cigarette type.
It's
that's a cigarette boat. Car. It's just a fucking. It's like a little sports car. It's a roadster. Or no, not a roadster.
They could have had his Dragula.
Like an F1. It's an F1 car where it's just a fucking coffin that says Dragula on it. Though even in the fucking Dragula music video, he's not driving the Dragula. He's driving the Munsters like family car, which is hilarious.
But look, that movie is very disappointing. Honestly,
people out there, you'll find out when I watch it on Halloween.
That's what we should. Oh well, no, we can't because Halloween would be Halloween. I'll say we should just do that as the Halloween episode, as a review of the Monsters 2022.
Oh, we could do like a where we watch the movie and you watch it and you get our commentary.
Yeah. Like
if we're gonna do that, it's not gonna be for the fucking Monsters. It's gonna be for like a cool video game movie,
like Doom.
No, not like fucking Doom. I hate you.
Hey, real quick detour. What video game movie do you actually like? I'm going to discount like the Sonic movies. I feel like those are on a whole nother level. I cannot include them into how good.
No. The Sonic 2 is fun. I like Sonic 2. Sonic 1 is hot dog shit. And yes, absolutely.
So good.
No, it's fucking terrible. What video game movies do I like? Mortal Kombat is still the best video game movie of all time.
You like the Dead or Alive live action?
I own that on DVD. It's fucking terrible, but it's fun to watch.
It is fun to watch.
Here's your top 5 video game movies. You ready? In no order. Mortal Kombat, Super Mario Brothers, Prince of Persia, Double Dragon, Street Fighter the movie.
Interesting. I think I'd put... Oh, man. It's tough. I think I'd say Silent Hill.
I saw Silent Hill once in theaters, and I always forget about it. I should watch that again. I I've been doing. I usually when I do these movie things, it's movies I've never seen, or if it's been like I haven't seen it since it came out in like 2006. So maybe I'll watch that sometime this month.
I think people give it more like shit than it deserves. I think it's like a totally fine like.
Tell you what, I will watch
film,
it. I guess I will watch it before the next episode so we can talk about it.
Check it out. I said in no order like that. Probably Resident Evil.
Resident Evil. Really, the first Resident Evil is very, very good. The rest of them are all dog shit.
I'd put Dead or Alive there just because I think it's like one of the dumbest, goofiest movies that you can just have on in a background.
It is a dumb, goofy movie. I think there are better. I think the best one of those like the Tekken live action movie is better than the Dead or Alive movie.
Oh yeah,
because it's got Quarry Fukunawa, the guy who plays Shang Tsung, as Heihachi, and the dude who plays Jin is good, and the dude who plays Kazama is, I can't remember his name, but you know him the minute you see him. He's like one of those guys who's like in everything, and he's fucking cool. And there's a shot where who's Eddie Gordo's his like cousin, the female Eddie Gordo? What's her name?
Really? No, I don't know.
Laura?
I'm not the biggest like Mortal Kombat fan.
Whatever. She's showing Jin through some nightclub, and she's wearing pants where you can see just the tops of both of her butt cheeks, and it's very hot.
I think that fifth spot has to be the Detective Pikachu movie.
I like Detective Pikachu, but I would describe Detective Pikachu honestly as the highest budget Disney Channel original movie of all time.
I could see that. I think it was really fun to see that world like in that way because I think 100% they did a really good job of portraying what the Pokemon should look like. But
the plot is kind of flimsy, and Justice Smith, the guy that plays the main character, he's okay, but the girl that plays like the plucky sidekick, she sucks.
Yeah. But they had Ken Watanabe in it.
I mean, anything with Ken Watanabe is immediately at least 3 stars.
And also,
he's the best part of the Godzilla movie where he goes, "Let them fight."
Spawned one of the most expensive Pokemon cards in the world.
What?
Yeah. When the movie came out, I believe in Japan for like the first weekend, if you would go, because whenever you go see a movie in Japan, which by the way, if you go to Japan, definitely go see a movie because you get like tons of free shit.
Yeah, you get like a book. Fucking Kojima's always talking about showing off the books in the program.
Yeah, you get like a program.
I went to saw that movie. They gave us like they give you like trading cards when you saw the movie. I still have them somewhere. Are those the ones that are worth money?
The Detective Pikachu ones?
Yeah.
They might be like a couple, like $20 or something, but there is a supporter that was, I think it's just like a normal draw 3 supporter, but it has Ken Watanabe, like a picture of him from like a screen cap from the movie. It's a full
But this was only in Japan?
Yeah, it was only in Japan that card came out. Because like I was like, hey, fuck, I want to play set of those for like a cube or something, but nope, they're like $800 now or something crazy. So hey, if you have one of those cards, Minasan, give please.
Give it to me and not Chris. And let me have it, and then I'm going to tear it up in front of Chris when I see them. We're going to meet for the first time ever, eventually.
Yeah, well...
That's a weird... Yeah. Here's a weird thing to say. We've been friends for years. We've never actually ever been in the same room together.
Yeah. Never once.
The power of the internet.
But... Could be soon. Like...
Could be.
Could be very soon.
Who could say? Who could say?
I don't know.
I could say. It'll be soon. Yeah. Because if you're listening to this...
It is Monday the 10th.
And 5 days later, come to the Portland Retro Gaming Expo. I'll be there buying video games. And we can high five.
And if they have badges still, which I don't know.
They do.
I'll be there just kind of.
Are you gonna come?
Yeah, I think we are.
Okay, it's tight.
Because like, we've got nothing else to do, and we've already got like plans for something else. And the way that we've planned out the trip, that Friday is like we're only driving like 4 or 5 hours or something like that. So it'd be like much shorter, and then we have like the whole day to bounce. So
I like that by the rules of this podcast, we can say you're going to be at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo, which is in Portland, but I can't say Chris lives in now.
You can't
notice the bleep.
See? So there's a difference.
It's very. I don't understand the difference.
Right.
But whatever. There's something else I wanted to say before we got into stuff.
Video.
Oh yeah, you were hold on. You were talking. I want to talk about something. Shut up. There you go. Hold on. You were talking about Werewolf by Night. I want to talk about another Marvel thing.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, She-Hulk is fun. I like She-Hulk.
Yeah.
My only complaint about She-Hulk has been that the episodes are too short to only be released one at a time.
Yeah, they should just do.
They're only like 20 to 25 minutes long, and they should be releasing like 2 at a time. But She-Hulk really has been the slice of life anime that the MCU needed. You know what I mean?
Look, I'm a big fan, right? I will always be at bat for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Mm-hmm. I love these films. I'll die loving these films because I grew up with comics. Like, this is, for me, this feels like movies for me now, right? Yeah, I feel like Phase 4 was a little bit of a letdown. Like, there's some really strong stuff.
Everyone says
is still one of my favorite fucking.
Everyone says Phase 4 was a letdown, and with the exception of the worst Marvel movie ever being released in Phase 4, and a show that I won't watch because I don't give a shit about little children.
Watch it.
I don't give a shit about little children. Phase 4 has been great. It's got 2 of, I think, can be top 10 of all time Marvel things with fucking No Way Home and Loki and Shang-Chi, and is also great.
It's got some peaks and valleys.
Madness was great. I loved WandaVision. I wish they would have gone a little bit longer with the creepy shit before they busted the bubble, but I still liked it. Captain America and Winter Soldier honestly felt like it should have. Oh no, I loved it, but I do feel like Armor Wars, which is the War Machine show.
Yeah,
they said we're going to turn it into a movie instead. Yeah, and I feel like Falcon and Winter Soldier feels like it should have been the same thing, where it's like this should have been just a movie.
Yeah, I think. Boy, I sure hope.
I still liked it.
I sure hope this is them hitting the groove, like kind of, like they've tried a bunch of different things, and now I feel like they know what works and what doesn't. Because I feel like She-Hulk has been really fun. Moving. Yeah, like What If was totally fine. Like Hawkeye was really fun.
I loved Hawkeye because I like grumpy Jeremy Renner, and Haley Steinfeld was very funny. And you got the Kingpin in there. Got to see a Kingpin.
Exactly. And it's just, I feel like She-Hulk is hitting a really good stride to the point where I go back and listen to this. I was worried about it being 9 episodes. I was like, how are we going to be interested at episode 8? I'm interested. Like, they did it. They
so it was the best one.
A great chord. Like,
it was the best one.
Yeah. I couldn't. Like,
actually, I think about it. It was
excitement.
Episode 8 was the second best one. You know what the best one was?
Which one?
The Madison episode.
Oh, yeah.
Wongers! I fucking love Madison. Put Madison and Wong in more things. Give them.
God.
I want this. I think I don't know if I said this on the podcast or when we were just talking, but desperately, I want Disney Plus to have like their own The Adventures of Pete and Pete, where it used to be The Adventures of Pete and Pete were like 2 to 3 minute little things in between commercial breaks. I want that, but with Wong and Madison, and put it in at the beginning of other things.
That'd be great.
Like bring back Roger Rabbit shorts before movies, where it's like, all right, you're here to see Wakanda Forever, but before Wakanda Forever starts, here's Madison and Wong doing weird shit.
You could use them as the connectors for everything, just like to help frame it, like when this is happening, just be like reference whatever, and it's just like, oh cool, this is where we are in the timeline right now. Because I love that's what you could do with them, like, and it would help keep everything in order.
I love that Benedict Wong, who is the guy that plays Wong, who's just been, before he got the part in Doctor Strange, he was just a character actor. He was in a bunch of stuff that you've probably seen. Like the thing that I knew him before that is he was in an episode of the IT Crowd.
Oh, yeah.
And he's been in a billion fucking things.
For sure.
And he's just like, oh, it's that guy. He's fun. And then he just got another little part in Doctor Strange. And yet for some reason, everyone's like, no, he's fucking cool. And he became like the guy.
He's a face now.
He's a really good character in, if you like Black Mirror, one of the episodes they did that's sort of like a little, like it's a movie length. It's called Hated in the Nation, and he plays one of the main characters, and he's really good.
Shit.
So I'm glad that I'm glad he's got a bigger career off of this part, and I hope he likes it because he's great.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be around hopefully for a long time. Like,
he's
I'd
the
hate for
Sorcerer
them to
Supreme.
yeah, exactly.
He's the Sorcerer fucking Supreme. He can't do anything.
See, that was the smartest play they could move. It's just take it away from Doctor Strange. You were gone for 5 years. Like, somebody had to fucking do it. Like, it's genius.
It also allows him to like go other, like the Sorcerer Supreme can't go on Johnson the multiverse. Now it's like, you're not Sorcerer Supreme. You do whatever the fuck you want. All right, tight. Let's get fucking crazy with it.
Yeah, and he can still do his own thing now. Like, he's important enough to have like a beeline, right? So it's great. Give Wong everything.
Give Wong everything, and make sure that Madison is there, and they can just be friends. They can just be platonic friends, or you make them a couple. You do whatever you need. Just keep. I don't know the actress's name, but whatever her name is, she's great as Madison. Keep her around. Anyway, yeah, She-Hulk's been great. I can't wait to see how it ends.
What's the next one after it? Secret Wars or Secret Invasion?
Secret Invasion's not until next year, so I think the only thing left this year is the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special and the I Am Groot cartoon, which I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not watching the I Am Groot cartoon.
I'm going to tell you something.
You can't make me.
It's already out.
Oh, well, great. I'm not watching it, and you can't make me.
I'm good on that.
Baby Groot. I hate Baby Groot.
Yeah, I'm looking at
it. I love Baby Yoda. So, like, you know.
Yeah.
The yin and the yang.
This technically is the last TV show for Phase 4. And then we'll have the holiday special. And then Wakanda Forever ends Phase 4.
That's the so. What's the first movie of Phase 5? Is it the Quantumania?
Yeah,
and that comes out in February,
March, maybe.
I'm worried about. Can we talk about this really quick? I'm worried about Wakanda Forever.
Are you? Yeah,
for one giant reason.
It's definitely
it's Letitia, right? That fucking anti-vax. Apparently, also she's a transphobe. But fuck her. I don't like Shuri because she makes what are those jokes. So I hate both the actress and the character.
Just like
it has to be a misdirection. They never they always are like, look at this, and then it's something else. Like, look at the fucking. Remember the Far From Home where they played off that fucking Mysterio was actually from another universe, and they didn't mention any of the shit about Iron Man dying and all that. Yeah, it's great. So I hope she fucking bites it, and I hope is Lupita Nyong'o gonna be in this one?
Yeah,
great. Make her.
Yeah. She's on.
Here's better people to be a female Black Panther. Number 1, her. Number 2, I don't remember the actress's name. Who's the person who plays Oyoke?
Well,
the Dora Milaje. What's her name?
Isn't it Denai Guerrera? I don't know.
But she's great. Put her in it. Number 3, fuck it. Make Angela Bassett the Black Panther. Number 4,
so badass. Do it.
Number 4, multiple Black Panthers. They got a lot of heart-shaped herbs, and you make M'Baku one because he rules.
I think that's actually what it's going to be.
Number 5, bring Michael B. Jordan back from the dead. Fuck it.
Well, what if?
What if? Everything about Namor looks dope. I really truly I think the thing that a lot of people worried about is this is a video game podcast, by the way. I think what a lot of people worried about is that they're going to kill off Namor. It's like, can't kill off Namor. No, Namor,
he's too important.
Here's what needs to happen. I don't know why Atlantis and Wakanda are at war, especially since once again. But I know, and I'm talking about in this one.
Oh yeah.
Especially because they've now established that in this universe, Wakanda is a landlocked country.
Yeah.
So how are they going to get the ocean against them? Who knows? We'll see.
Hey, that's just going to show how fucking powerful Namor is.
Yeah, Namor.
That's what people don't fucking know.
When they showed like him doing his little double jump and the little wings fluttering. Oh, it looks so cool. I hope that I really, really fucking hope that do you want? Can I do my crackpot billion to one guess?
Go for it.
They're gonna be allies at the end because guess what? They're not actually at war. They were set against each other by Doctor Doom.
Oh my god!
Wouldn't that be sick? Okay. Here's the other thing: if they put Doom into the MCU, much like Carlo Urban did with Dread, that mask better never fucking come off.
I have a feeling it will, though. Like,
it shouldn't.
Disney has such a bad fucking time with that. Like, in The Mandalorian, we should have never seen him take his fucking helmet off.
No. The minute they said you don't take your helmet off, we knew he was going to take his helmet off.
Exactly. Like, but that's the thing is Doom, you don't take your.
Who do you want to play Doom?
Well, I would have said MF Doom, but rest in peace.
Of course. Rest in peace. Mad Villainy forever.
I really don't know. I don't like what
are you when you say his name, you're saying it in all caps, right?
Yes.
Absolutely.
But like,
can I say everyone talks Mad Villainy, but my favorite Doom album, I think it's because it's how I got introduced to him, has always been Danger Doom. When they did the Mouse and the Mask, the one that they did the whole album they did for Adult Swim.
Oh yeah,
him and Danger Mouse, because that's how I learned about Doom.
Yeah,
because I fucking loved Adult Swim, and I was like, here's a bunch of songs about all of this Adult Swim shit. I was like, oh, this is dope. And it was like, oh, this guy named Danger Mouse went off, and then he did fucking Gnarls Barkley with CeeLo Green and then MF. I was like, oh, that's whatever. What's this other guy? And then I heard Mad Villainy. I was like, oh, okay, this guy, I like this guy more. So, shouts out Doom forever. Doom lives forever. Anyway, who do you want to play?
Here's the thing,
Doom. It's got to be someone with like a strong, like not Germanic. What's the word? What's the region I'm going for? It's Germanic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where's
like
Latveria supposed to be? Is it supposed to be like? Is it supposed to be Eastern European or more northern, like Germany European? Where's Latveria supposed to be? Is it more like a Bulgarian thing?
Yeah, I think it's like in the eastern, like kind of towards Ukraine, Russia, probably.
Who's like a good actor with that accent?
I have no clue.
Gary Oldman.
Yo, that'd be wild.
He's good at it.
Like, it really depends on the direction they want to go with Doctor Doom, though. Because that's the thing, is I feel like right now, especially in this day and age, it's like you make him some kind of fucking stupid 4chan hacker guy.
They did that already. Fuck that. If they're going to do anything, they're going to go standard Latveria. The thing is, though, also, it's like, do they introduce... I want it to be Doom, but it's just like they're trying to build up Kang to be like the ultimate evil right now in Quantum Mania, and then they're doing all the secret stuff. So it's like, you know, this is called the Multiverse Saga. First we had the Infinity Saga, so maybe they wait, but there's going to be that Fantastic Four movie, so it's like you got to bring Doom in,
right?
And Doom and Kang can like team up and shit. So who's going to be Doom? Write in, tell us your Doom.
They do Giancarlo Esposito. It's making the villain.
No, no, he should be a Disney villain, or he should be a Marvel villain, but. His accent, it's not, his accent is like that kind of that.
What if
he doesn't have
Mads
the
Mikkelsen?
base? Ooh, well, no, but Mads Mikkelsen has already been a villain.
Oh yeah, because he was
You know, okay. If it can be a little off, you know who'd be great for that then?
Who?
Peter Stormare.
Okay.
The guy. Do you know what I'm talking about? The guy that played Satan in Constantine.
Okay, I get you. I could follow that.
He's great in things. Yeah, I just watched a movie he was in that wasn't great, but he was good in it.
I just want to see fucking Doctor Doom so bad.
I want some Doom. We should talk about video games.
Yeah. What? I've been playing some video games.
Why don't you go first? Yeah.
Games. You heard of Overwatch?
I don't want to talk about Overwatch.
Well, I didn't play Overwatch, but
okay, great.
Because fuck Blizzard. I did play a ton of, and by that I mean I've put 30 hours into Gundam Evolution, which is just Overwatch but with Gundam.
Did you win a match yet?
Do I win a match yet?
Yeah,
I've won a bunch. I got really good at the game.
I just remember coming in, like, I think it was you.
Oh yeah, like
Brad.
the first time we were playing.
Yeah, and it's just like we haven't won a match yet. It's like, all right. Yeah,
it's a rough game to kind of grit your teeth against at the start. I don't know. I guess it just took a while for me to relearn how to play these kind of games because everyone played Overwatch, right? Tons and tons of it. But
I'd like to proudly say, hey, I'd like to proudly say, now that Overwatch 1 is over, I never played literally a second of Overwatch. I didn't even put my hands on a controller at a thing. I never played any of Overwatch because I played years of Team Fortress 2 and I went, nah, I'm good.
Mama, that is the game. Like, that was the thing. When that game was coming out, I was still playing tons and tons of Team Fortress 2, so I just didn't see the point. To the tune of my friends were like, please, come on, dude, get the game, play it. Like, there's a free weekend this weekend. And I was like, I'm not playing it. And they were like, if we buy it for you, will you play it? And I was like, sure, go on ahead and waste your money. And it was like a full price game at the time, but they ended up buying it for me, and I played about 4 hours of it and was just like, yeah, this is not as good as Team Fortress, which is totally free to play. So I love Team Fortress, and I still play tons of it. I'll probably play some this month because I always go back for the Halloween events. But you know, I just had to relearn how to play a team-based shooter because I'm so used to like Fortnite or Bean Battles or whatever excellent shooter is out there.
Stop talking about Bean Battles.
Bean Battles is so good.
I went back and listened to the Game of the Year episode again because I needed to write down the fucking what's it called? Categories.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard you talking about Bean Battles, and it made me angry.
It's such a good game. You guys are missing out.
I'm still mad about Bean Battles. I'm still mad about Nickelodeon All Stars.
Nickelodeon's great too.
I can't. I listened back and you argued that, I don't even remember this. You argued with me that It Takes Two wasn't a multiplayer game. It's got two people.
Yeah, it is cool.
And then your argument was, why would you ever want to play that game when you have the ever evolving game that everyone will keep playing and more people will be playing it? How dead is that game?
That game is so dead now.
So fuck you.
God.
Retroactively, the best multiplayer game of 2021 was It Takes Two.
But
still worse narrative and worse characters.
By the end of this year, we'll have set the best shit for last year. And then next year, we'll argue about all of last year's stuff.
Oh, 100%. You know, that's if we just agreed on things and let it go, what kind of friends would we be?
Exactly, right? But look, Nickelodeon's a fantastic game. Like, why?
It's not.
I would rather play that than It Takes. What is it? It Takes Two.
It Takes Two.
It's just called Take Two. That's a studio.
You still need to play It Takes Two with your wife.
My wife. Me and my wife did play a game. And
you damn well better of. Did you play the game that you needed to play?
Yeah, let's save that because I did.
Well, it's the name of the fucking title. People already know what you're talking about.
It is. I did.
Don't talk about it, but you did play the Quarry.
I did play the Quarry.
Great. We'll be able to talk about. Don't worry. I'm going to surprise you, and we're actually also talking about for at length a different game. So
yeah, but hey, if you
you don't know
if you. Oh, do I? No,
you don't. For the purposes of this show, you don't. You fuck.
I've lost my memory. Hey, look, if you're looking for an Overwatch type game, though,
play
Gundam Evolution a try.
Can you beat Tequila Gundam?
Not yet.
I won't play the game until you can beat Tequila Gundam.
But you can kill a Gundam.
I don't care if you can kill a Gundam. I want to be Tequila Gundam. Can you be fucking Shining Finger?
No, but
then fuck this game.
I feel like they got to put that in eventually, right?
I don't know anything about Gundam other than that season of Gundam because that's the one that was on fucking Toonami.
The G Gundam? Gundam?
Plus, I love the idea of like, we fucked Earth so bad that we had to go like into the stars. Like, well, how do we pick who's going to rule everyone? Battle Royale! And it was like, welcome to the planet of Neo Mexico.
I need to rewatch G Gundam. Like, I wanted to go back and watch it again, but I think it's like 50 episodes, and I was just like, I don't have time for that.
Nah,
it's just time. One big long tournament, basically.
Nah, you got time.
I did what was the anime that I was fucking going back to watch? Oh no, I started rereading Bleach because like I'm caught up in One Piece, so
I've been reading some more One Piece. I had to justify to somebody recently that I swear I'm not a fucking weeb, and then just things were coming. I was like, yeah, I've read that, I watched that. I was like, but I'm not a fucking weeb, I swear.
Have you watched Spy X Family?
No, I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's great.
Oh no, you told me what that is. That's the anime where it's like the fucking. I'll just watch The Americans.
It's fair.
It's got Carrie Russell in it. She's great. I played a couple games.
What'd you play?
Well, if you remember last time, I played 0 games.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And also I told you I'm done with easy platinums.
Yeah,
I got
I've heard that
69 new platinums.
Oh my god, nice.
69, dude.
Nice.
Here's what happened. Okay. I think I told you last time. I said tenant moment. You're gonna be mad at. I was gonna be like, you're gonna say like, "What the fuck did you do?"
This
it would
was
have
two
been
ago, right?
Yes. No. This was last episode.
Oh my god.
It was gonna be worse, but here's what happened. I forgot, but the third Saturday of every September, or fourth Saturday of every September in America is National Hunting and Fishing Day.
Okay.
On the trophy hunting website that I go to, there are people that since it says it's National Hunting Day, they made that, it's National Trophy Hunting Day. So every year there's a contest to see how many trophies you can get in a day.
And how many did you get?
1,384.
Son. Why? Why would you do this to yourself?
Because it's fun. I just did it the one day.
Now I have a second follow-up question.
Yeah.
How long did you actually spend doing it?
Like 3 hours.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, did you?
I was gonna
marathon yourself in and like sit there for 24 full hours.
I played what I did is I fucking did 49 really easy games so that I could make Last of Us a what's it called, a milestone.
Mm-hmm.
And then I played a couple more, and then I took a lunch break, and then I was gonna come back to it and do more. And then I just went, fuck this, I'm done. So it could have been my plan was to try to platinum 300 games in a day.
Right.
And I did 50 something because not all of these were on that day. And then I just went, I'm tired. I got when I was I'm at 1,300, I was like, that's good enough. But I feel like there's 2 holidays a year platinum wise that I think that's when I'll dip in heavily like this again, or if I need it for something stupid. But it's National Trophy Hunting Day, and then there's a thing that they do every December called the Platinum Rain Day, where the idea is to get as many individual trophies. The Platinum Rain Day is to try and get as many individual platinum trophies in a day. And I'll go back to that. But then through the rest of the year, I'm done. I've run out of European money, and I didn't buy any more.
Good.
The only reason I would buy some more European money is that once Persona 5, 3, 4, and 5 come out, if there's European stacks, I will do that. Or if it's a game that I really want to do again, I was thinking maybe about getting Escape Academy again. But I think I haven't played any Christian Mingle.
ChristianMingle.com.
I haven't played any ChristianMingle.com games in a while.
That's good.
And I honestly really don't have the urge to play any of these shitty easy games again. I've played some less shitty 20 to 30 minute games, but that's fine. But the 2 minute just buy a platinums, really do feel like I'm over them, unless I need them for if there's a game I really want to be a milestone and I'm 3 away, I might do it. But the get up, check the store, buy all the new games, play them, and then go to work shit, I'm done with that. That's
exciting because then you might be able to slip into a MMO like Final Fantasy.
Oh yeah, we've already said once you move to a suburb of we'll probably play a lot more. But let me go over the games I played really quick.
Yeah, hit us with the boot up the platinum report.
Boot it up. Okay. 69 new platinums. Already we got 4 jumping noodles, 4 jumping noodle turbos, 4 monument journeys, 4 monument journey nitros, 4 desert journeys, 4 desert journey nitros, 4 jumping kebabs, 4 jumping kebab turbos, 4 drift journeys, 4 drift journey nitros, 4 the cow quiz, only 3 of the pig quiz because that's when I ran out of money. I've got 39 pence left, and the game was 79 pence. So I was like, well, guess I'm out of money.
Gotta wait for a sale, I guess.
Then I platinum Stroke the Dog.
That sounds so much more wrong.
The game's got 71 trophies and it's $4. I also stroked a cat and stroked a hamster and stroked a hedgehog. Then they put out they put out 4 more, and I was just like, all right, fuck this shit. Did platinum The Last of Us Part 1. It was my overall 1600th platinum. Really quickly, I want to say, what a great fucking remaster. It is The Last of Us 1 in The Last of Us 2 engine, so it really is a significant upgrade. Plus, I finally got to play the Left Behind DLC because I never played it before. It's fine. It's a good little side story. It's nothing like life changing, but it's fun. And there's a Jack X Racing trophy in it. I also is really cool. Once you beat the game, you open up a store for things you can buy with points, like in Resident Evil Village. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
And you can buy
figures and stuff.
Little figures. You can also buy like cheat codes. But the thing you can buy is you can buy outfits for Joel and Ellie when you play the game again. And all of Joel's outfits are like variations of like, here's a different, here's a different flannel shirt. Here's a different backpack. All stuff that looks like it's in the game. Ellie's options are fucking insane because they basically gave her a shirt for every single first-party PlayStation 4 game.
Oh my god!
Like I had her in you can put her in a fucking Astrobot shirt. I put her in a shirt that was the infamous Second Son symbol of like the red and the white star eagle. Yeah. They had everything. You can also give her a backpack that looks like Daxter. I gave her Jack's goggles. Like, there's a lot of cool shit. So it's like you can put her in an Aloy shirt. You can put her in a fucking. Like there was definitely a God of War shirt. Like anything you could see on the PlayStation Store that they sold,
right?
You could put her in. So that was kind of fun.
God damn.
It was kind of funny too. I put her in that shit and I loaded up the Left Behind DLC and the game went. This game has a lot of touching. It didn't say this guy. This game has a lot of touching moments, and you put her in a dumb hat. Are you sure you want to do that? And I was like, yes.
That reminds me of in Final Fantasy 15, whenever players could just dress up Noctis and the crew in just really dumb costumes, and you would have like some big emotional scene, like when Noctis lost his eyes, or not Noctis, but was it Ignis lost his eyesight, walks in the room, and you've got like a big sombrero on. It's just like, what is going on in this scene? But yeah.
All right, so then after I did that, I did a couple more shitty games. I did Card Racing Simulator, Autorific Arcade, and it doesn't matter. ZJ the Balls Collect Stuff, Breakthrough Gaming Activity Center. Nick and Kit's Math Quiz, Breakthrough Gaming Activity Center. That's the last of the Christian games that I played. Then I played Windmill Engine, then I Stroked the Cat, then I finished the Quarry, then I auto-popped all the trophies in the PS5 version of Ghost of Tsushima. Then I stroked a hamster. Then I got all the trophies. I finished off all the games that I hadn't played in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Cowabunga collection, like the circle back. Actually, I'll talk about it right now. Hey, fun little collection. You can just get the trophies really easy if you want by cheating, or you can just play the games. For the games I wanted to play, I played. For the games that it was like, I don't really know about this, I cheated. And the way that you cheat in almost all those games is it's got one of those like watch a perfect playthrough, but you can at any time you want get in. So what you do is get to the very end, you get in. But the game will disable trophies. So you just make a save state, then cancel and come back in and load the save state, and then you can get trophies.
Oh, fuck.
Like a couple of the Game Boy games that play like shit, and like the original NES game. Yeah. Because fuck that game. But I did play like all the arcade games. And then the hardest part about that is you have to do the 3 fighting games. Oh. And that's okay. So that's the only part of this as a trophy.
Totally forgot that those were even included in that.
The nice thing about it is the game has a rewind feature, but for the NES game, you can do the watch thing. You can't do it for the Genesis or the Super Nintendo. The Genesis one, everyone is like it's the hardest, but it's actually not. It's not that hard because what you can do is you can all the games have like cheat codes that you can do at the beginning and it doesn't fuck with shit. So you can turn on like infinite more continues or faster, whatever, everything's got like that kind of shit. And that game has playable bosses. And then what it is you start the story mode and then you fucking load up a second controller. And whenever you're fighting somebody, because to get the trophy on the Genesis one, you have to play in the hardest difficulty, like difficulty 8. And the game fucking cheats. It reads your fucking setup. So like the game's a fucking shitter. But what you can do is if you turn on playable bosses, what it is whenever you're in the story mode, when you get to a new combatant, you just press start on the second controller, pick the same person you would have fought against, beat them up really quick, and the game gives you credit. So you can do that all the way to the final boss. It doesn't work on the final boss, but what does work is that you can put the timer down to 30 seconds and you can use the rewind feature. Just get a couple hits in and then kind of stay back. And if you get hit, rewind it so you know which way it's going to go and jump over it. Oh, right. And you just fucking get a timeout and you'll get that. The hardest one is the Super Nintendo one, because that one you just have to play legit because you have to play story mode, but the watching does the normal arcade mode. And that game, you have to play on regular difficulty, but you can turn it down to 1 round and only a 30 or 15 second, 20 second,
Oh, so you just
timer.
need to wail real quick and
you do the same thing. You just fucking try to time out the whole thing. It's not fun, and the game really does cheat. But that's the only part that's hard. But I like the Cowabunga collection. It was fun, and I can do it again. It took me 2 weeks because, like I said, I did play most of it legit. But I think if you want to cheat, you can get that platinum in like 30 minutes.
There's a physical version coming out next year, right?
Cowabunga collection? No, it's out now. I have it. You just go down this. The Cowabunga collection? Yeah.
Fuck.
It's just at stores. Go buy it.
You're
thinking of Shredder's Revenge.
Yeah, that's right. Because I forgot. I thought the new one was coming out. Oh my god.
Yeah, so go get that. It's fun.
Yeah, I need to pick
The only downside is I got it with my friend Jared because we were like, let's get the trophies together. Trophies are disabled when playing multiplayer online. We played all of the TMNT arcade game, and yet to the end of it, neither of us got a trophy, and you're like, what the fuck? And then I disconnected. I did the watch trick, and I got the trophy in like 3 seconds. I was like, cool. I mean, we could play together, but we can't get the platinum together. So we played a couple things, but it was definitely a disappointment.
Yeah, I don't know why they would do that, though. I guess if, I don't know, the other one could be dumb or something. Yeah, it's just stupid.
Nah, because they fuckers. Then I platinumed Ammo Pigs, Cocked and Loaded.
What the fuck?
It was like a 20-minute. So like, you know how I said I'm done with shitty games? I'm talking things like Stroke the Hedgehog and The Cow Quiz. But Ammo Pigs was like a 16-bit platform shooter that took like 20 minutes. I'll still play shit like that.
Okay. You know what? I clicked on it, and the sprite work on this is way better than I was expecting it to be. I
also then played Alexio, which is where you're a duck, and it's a duck platformer. And once again, 16 minutes and 40 seconds. Then I played Stroke the Hedgehog. Then that was the end of the getting all trophies in a day. The next day, I loaded up a game that I had heard about and thought maybe be fun called Alchemist Simulator. It's not. It's 5 hours long, and it's very boring. It's just make potions, okay? Is there anything different to it? It's like, nope, here's all the recipes, and you just have to make the potions we say, and it's very boring. I do not suggest it. Then I played the Golden Age twice and the Copper Age twice because these are shitty, like, quick platinums. Each one took like a minute and 15 seconds because I played all those ones the other day, and I was like, maybe I'm back into doing this, and I did those and went, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. So at least I did that to know that I didn't want to do it anymore.
Right.
Then after the disappointment of Alchemist Simulator, I was like, well, I want to make some potions. So I played Wonder Book of Potions.
Was it better?
It was just like that Book of Spells game that I played, where it's the PS3 move with the Wonder Book. Yeah. But now I've done 2 of 4 Wonder Book games, and I got to find the other 2. Then I platinumed Tunic, which I want to go extensively into, so I'll skip that for a second.
Sure.
And the last new thing that I platinumed was a couple days ago, and I platinumed the House of the Dead remake.
How was that?
You know what? I really like the House of the Dead. It's not my favorite arcade shooter of all time, but it's one that I definitely played a lot. And this was really cool to basically just have that game to be able to go through a billion times. And it was fun. There were a couple annoying trophies, but the thing about it is that you can get cheats based on how many trophies you've collected, because there's an in-game trophy system that are just the same ones as, the trophies.
Mm-hmm.
And if you get, I think it's 8, 16, 24, and 32, and then 40, but there's only 40, so the last one you can't get for trophies. But you unlock cheat codes. Like the first one, if you get 8 trophies, the first thing you're going to unlock is infinite ammo, so you don't have to reload anymore. Oh. And it's hilarious how much that makes a difference. When you don't have to stop to press the reload button, you can't get, it's harder to get hit.
Things.
Yes. The second thing at 16 is one-shot kills.
Oh,
so one shot to any enemy kills it. Now on bosses, it's not an instant kill.
Right.
What it does is one shot gets it to its next stage.
Okay, I could see that.
You know what I mean? Like, do you remember the boss at the beginning of the first level? It's the dude in the armor that you shoot his armor off, and then he's a weird, gross skeleton man underneath.
Yeah, it's just like a 2-shot there. Then
yeah, you shoot him in
shoot him again.
Well, you shoot him in the point, and it gets him to stage 2, which is there was 2 stages to his armor. Then you shoot him again, and then he drops his armor, and you shoot him once, and he dies.
That's not too bad, though.
No, it's super fun. And then the next one after that is all the different weapons at all times. So you can go not only the gun, but the grenade launcher, the assault rifle, the crossbow, the shit like that. The next one after that at 32 is Infinite Continues, which I only got one game over, and it was my first time going through. I made it all the way to the last level, and then I ran out of, because you get 10 continues on any difficulty under arcade, and then you can buy more continues with 5,000 points apiece. But with just the gun and no power-ups, yeah, it's still it's a game that's meant to be fucking hard because it's meant to chew quarters. And then as soon as doing that got me enough that the next upgrade I got was I got the upgrade to no longer need to reload, and on that same difficulty with just that difference, I beat the game with only dying twice.
Oh shit!
So I went from dying 16 times because I had enough points to twice.
Nice.
And I never got a game over again. So just get 8 trophies and unlock that, not having to reload, and the game becomes super fun.
Question: can you use motion controllers?
It's coming.
Ooh. Okay.
They said it's going to be an update later. There are a couple trophies that are very annoying. Now, I'm going to tell you this, and you're going to think it's got to be that one. There's a trophy for getting through the game without ever taking one piece of damage.
Oh, God.
Actually, quite easy once you have
all the special shots. And
infinite ammo, one-hit kills, and the assault rifle. The only thing you have to watch out for is you can't hit a scientist, because that counts. Also, what's really nice is the game saves at the beginning of every level. So it's like if you accidentally do take a piece of damage, if you do take a hit, you just fucking reload
back to it.
You just go back to the main menu, reload, and you start it. And there's only 4 chapters. I don't know if you know this. That game's only like 20 minutes long.
Right.
Which is, when you played as a kid, you're like, you're pumping in quarters, and you're to the end, and you're always like, this game's so fucking long. And it's like, no, it's not. You just can't get past the first stage when you're 12 because the game's fucking cheats.
Yeah, you've been sitting here on stage 2 for 20 minutes and you've spent $20. Like,
yeah. So things were fast through. Trophies that let me just go through the trophies really quick. I'll say that this has a 26.28 percentage on the plat, so it's a 25% chance that you'll get it. If you put the time in, it's pretty good, but it's like beat the game on any difficulty, beat the game on arcade difficulty. Arcade difficulty, the only difference is you get less continues and the continues cost more points. But once you have all of those, cheats and infinite continues, it doesn't matter. There's one for beating each chapter. There's one for each of the different endings, because there's 3 endings to the game, depending on, it's either scoring over 62,000 or below 62,000 with your point total either on a 0 or a 5. Because everything in the game either gives you a point total ending in 0 or 5. There's a modern scoring way where you can shoot bodies after they've already been down and get more points. And when you're fighting bosses, you get more points for each weak point you hit. So that's how you get 62,000 points. Really simple. And then the other 2, you just have to, when you get to the last stage, you need to just using the bats. So the last stage of the House of the Dead also features the first 2 bosses from levels 1 and 2. The level 2 boss is a big bat guy that's got a bunch of little bats. And so all you do is you make sure that before you kill the boss, you kill enough bats that you end in a 5 or a 0, whichever one you want, because after you kill the boss, you will get like 2,000 points. And then the next part is a hallway where there's always 2 guys, and each one gives 5 some level, either 85 or 205 points. So you're always going to get a 0. So it's it's easy to do the math, basically.
Gotcha.
Once you do all 3 endings, you get a fucking trophy. You get a trophy for saving a scientist. You get a trophy for killing a scientist. You get a trophy for saving all scientists throughout the entire campaign, which, not that hard, once again, once you have all of the fucking cheats. There's also one for killing all the scientists in one chapter. That's fun, but you make sure that you have the infinite continues, because you take a hit of damage every time you do that. One of the annoying ones was to discover all paths in the game. So,
oh gosh,
there are points in the game where you can make choices: go right, go left.
Right.
If you save a scientist or if you kill a scientist, there's different paths. If you shoot a button, there's different paths. They'll give you 2 enemies, and which one you kill will give a path. And so somebody's made a flow chart, and you just need to make sure through all your go-throughs, you just do everyone. Well, no, it's just whatever you go this way, now you know that's a path. Right. And so it's just like, you'll get it eventually. It's not that hard. It's just kind of making sure you can remember which way to do it.
Okay.
There's a trophy. Yeah. There's a trophy for entering the secret room, which is you get for saving all the scientists. So it's actually 2 trophies for the price of 1. I'm going to skip this one now. I'm going to talk about the annoying trophies at the end. There's one for every time you kill a creature, you get a little gallery where you can look at them. You have to kill every creature once, and that's just for going through all the paths. You'll find everybody. There's one for collecting all the additional available weapons in a game, but if you put in that code, you just get it immediately. Same with getting a weapon. There's one for blasting off 666 heads and one for killing 666 enemies. That just comes with time. There's one for devastating an opponent's body as much as possible, because you can shoot a body and keep dismembering it. But once you get the grenade launcher, just the first person you hit, you'll get it. Like there's one for killing 5 enemies in a row. You'll get that in the modern style just for using the grenade launcher. Killing 5 enemies at the same time, which is called Grenader. Guess what? Grenade launcher. Let's see some other ones. Shooting down energy projectiles 50 times. You know, sometimes somebody will throw an axe or throw a bottle of spit.
Yeah.
You just got to shoot 50 of those.
It's not bad.
There's 3 trophies for multiplayer, but it's local multiplayer only. There's one for letting player 2 join a game while in the middle of a campaign, finishing a chapter with player 2, and finishing the campaign with player 2. So all you do is you get a second controller, you start a new game and you put it on cooperative mode, but you have to make sure that you don't have the second controller on, just the option to it. Then you have to start the game, kill a couple enemies, then turn that controller on and join, and you get that trophy, and then you just play the rest of the game with that controller on the side while you're killing everything, and guess what? You get a trophy. There's one for dying, which is funny. There's one for finishing a chapter without reloading. Cheat code gets around that. There's one for, in Chapter 2, a part where you go through a lab, you have to not destroy any glass.
Oh.
So you just be very careful with your... Yeah. There's one for killing all the rats in the game. There's like 3 parts in the game where there's rats hanging around, so you have to take a very specific path and kill them before you get them. The one really fun one is you have to kill all of... when, like I said, in the second level, when you're fighting the boss, he's got little bats that he throws at you. But if you can shoot him enough time, all his bats die. There's a trophy for, before knocking him into the second phase, killing all the bats yourself. So there's... Other than that, there's 3 more trophies in there, annoying ones. I'll talk about them really quick. There's one called Ringo for knocking an enemy as high as possible. You have to have the assault rifle. And this game has 2 trophies, this and another one I'll talk about, that are based on its ragdoll physics. And its ragdoll physics suck ass. So you have to shoot a guy, and you have to shoot him where he pops up, and you keep shooting him until he jumps up in the air. It's fucking random.
I was gonna say, because didn't this game come out in like 2001 or something like that?
Before that.
It's way old.
The second most annoying trophy is called Collector, where in a full run through, you have to find all of like you know how you can shoot boxes in the background to find like life and points?
Yeah.
You have to go through a run where it's not you have to find them all in the game, just whatever path you're on, you have to find all of them. So somebody laid out like, here's the easiest path with the least amount, and here are where they all are. And with the grenade launcher, it makes it really easy because you grenade launch, it busts whatever the box is, and you grenade launch again, and it picks them up. But that one was annoying. It took me a couple tries. But without a doubt, the hardest trophy in the entire fucking game is one called Who Let the Dogs Out?
Classic.
In the very beginning of the first stage, before you enter the house, there's a part where you're going through the courtyard, and you look at this wall, and these 2 like devil dogs jump over it. There's a trophy for knocking one of those dogs back over the wall, and the physics of that suck fucking ass.
Who could imagine a game from probably the late 90s?
I want to say like 98 or 99. It took me a fucking hour of just playing the first 40 seconds of that game over and over again.
Jeez.
So if you want to get that, my suggestion is this. Everybody aims for the wall hoping it'll work. That didn't work for me. What you need to do is have the grenade launcher equipped. Turn off one-hit kills. Even though the grenade launcher is a one-hit kill, for some reason having one-hit kills just makes them drop immediately instead of going everywhere. And what you have to do is when you wait for the second dog, he jumps backwards, and then he'll do a double jump where he'll jump to your left and then to your right, like doing like a juke. If you wait until he does the second jump to the right and aim a little bit to the left of him, the force will knock him. Where I got a couple where it hit the wall, but one finally went over the wall and I got the trophy. So that's how you get it. Overall, I'm going to give this game for fun. It's a definite, hey, for being able to play this game that I never was able to beat in the arcade because it would have cost like $40.
Yeah.
To play it now by this way, this game is on sale. At least right now, it's normally $25. Right now, it's on sale for $20. So look up Cheap Ass Gamer and get it through them so that they get their sugar on it. But I give it a 4 for fun, but for trophies, I'm going to give it a 3.
It's fair.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm going to give it a gold and a silver. I forgot we're doing that.
Once they put motion controls in, so I could use like a light gun or something, that'd be tight.
Yeah.
Or a light gun.
That'd be fun with they have that gun, that light gun thing for the VR.
Oh, yeah, because you have the PlayStation Move for that, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Until the next one comes out, I guess. Yeah. Also, this game was oh my god, this was came.
This was came.
Oh, this game came out in 1996. There we go.
This game came.
Yeah,
is that allowed?
Dude, this game fucking busted.
No
all
way.
over the house of the dead.
There's 2 more games. And then I got another couple run-throughs of Bloodstained Curse of the Moon. I just need to beat the game one more time and fucking beat the boss rush mode, which everyone says boss rush is the hardest, but there's a cheat, so it'll be way easy. And then I have the not platinum, but 100% on Bloodstained Curse of the Moon, so that's good. I wanted to talk about Tunic, but we also still need to talk about the Quarry. What should we do first?
Actually, let me hit you with something small real quick.
Okay.
This is really tiny because this is it's still developing, but we've entered the postseason for baseball.
Yeah, fucking Padres. Wait, what are the Padres at right now? They're playing right now. They beat the Mets 7-1 yesterday. Right now, the current score. Oh no! It's the bottom of the 7th, and they're losing by 1.
Ooh,
it's Padres 2, Mets 3. They need to win so that okay. Well, I mean, by the time you heard this, you'll know if they won or not.
Yeah, I mean, you'll probably know by the end of this episode. Definitely for sure. If you didn't look at the spoilers, if you don't know if the Padres won by now, but if you're listening to this episode, stay with us.
It'll be hilarious. It'll be more hilarious if someone's listening to this like 2 weeks from now. And game are they talking about? We're talking about the second game in the NL wild card. Yeah. Who's your team?
The SoftBank Hawks.
Oh no! Fuck off. We're not talking about. How are they doing?
They had game 1 last night against the Cebu Saitama Lions, and I was really worried going into this game because we shouldn't even be playing in this game. We were in first place for a majority of the season until towards the end. It was anyone's fucking game. Like between first and fifth place, any one of those teams, any 3 of those teams were going to the playoffs. The only ones that were settled, the fighters weren't going. They were the only ones.
Quick, I need to ask. Because there's only 16 teams?
12.
In the entire. There's 12 teams in the whole league. How do they do their? Because in MLB, you got the 3 divisions in each side, and you got the wild cards. How do you do it with 12 teams?
3 teams from each division or conference, whatever. They.
Wait, but how the fuck does that work with 6 teams?
So in the Pacific League, there's 6 teams. Central League 6. The bottom 3 get cut. Top 3 move on.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is you can't do a standard tournament with 6 because you have 2 and 2. Is it a round robin tournament?
No, it is a tournament. It's just the first seeds in each tournament get a bye.
Oh, got it. Yeah, okay.
So here's the
2
thing:
2 and 3 on each side play each other, and then the winner of that plays 1.
Right, but here's the thing: there's even seeded buys within that because right now our Hawks. They lost the last game of the season.
Hold on.
The podcast Hawks.
Nope.
Everyone's
this
Hawks.
Podcast is sponsored. Podcast. Shut up! I can't talk. This podcast officially sponsors the Yokohama DNA Bay Stars.
You're gonna change.
Even though I will admit the Softback Hawks have way better merchandise.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, that's right. We were looking at that.
They got sponsorship deals with like My Hero Academia and Pac-Man and all these animes. And then I looked up the fucking Baystars, who are a video game company, and they ain't got shit.
They did do a Pokemon one though once when we were living in Japan because there were a bunch of teams that adopted a Pokemon with their team. So like the Hiroshima Carps, they had like Magikarp on like all their shit. And the Baystars had Starmie because they're a star.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
They also had Pikachu.
Right, because they're fucking Vermilion City, which is where Worlds is next year. But the SoftBank Hawks lost the last game of the season, And the
who?
Buffaloes, they lost to, I think, the Lions, who we're playing right now. And the Buffaloes won their game, making both teams at a, I think, 67 game win record. No, 76. Yeah, both teams won 76 and lost 65 and tied 2 games apiece. So they're dead even. But the tiebreaker is the Oryx won the last game. The Hawks lost the last game. So in the shift, they went down.
Shouldn't the tiebreaker be their own personal record against each other?
Yeah, but
that's how it is in America.
It was just, I think, the daily shift. I don't know. Totally.
Okay, so who won game 1?
Well, the Hawks are playing the Lions, and we won game 1 5-3.
Okay.
So,
great.
But here's the thing. It's a 1-3, right?
Yeah. Oh, it's a 1-3, not a best of 3?
It's a 1-3.
Okay.
But the Hawks, since they are the second seed, get a 1-game advantage. So they have to win 2. The Lions have to win all 3 games in a row.
Damn.
Or no, they they have to win the next 3 games. So
how are our Bay Stars doing?
The Bay Stars played
our Bay Stars?
They played the Hanshin Tigers, Japan's team.
Oh, they suck though.
And they lost.
What?
0-2.
Okay, it does no. Listen, I invoked the wrath of the Colonel against the Hanshin Tigers.
So
that's what you get.
It's
think of these 11 herbs and spices up your fucking ass.
It's definitely danger time in Yokohama right now. They need to win tonight's game. But the Hawks, if we win tonight, we're done. We go on to the final.
No!
Like we go to play.
Shut up! No! Oh. The Mets just scored 3.
Holy shit!
It's 2-7. Okay, so the Padres aren't winning this game. Well, it's fine. We won last time. We'll win tomorrow.
Yeah, but that's
no. Slam Diego. Listen, it's only the bottom of the 7th. Slam Diego will get a 4 and tie it up next inning. So it's all good.
Where are they playing? In New York?
They're in New York. Ooh. There was a really cool picture last night after the Padres won of Emma Stone.
Oh,
they're in a fucking. I guess her husband's from San Diego, so they were there in City Park. She was wearing a fucking bomb ass San Diego jacket, and they showed it, and she got fucking booed so hard. And it was really funny because my friend Rachel, everyone always jokes she looks like Emma Stone. So when they posted that picture, I tweeted back, Rachel, for supporting the Padres. So I thought that was funny. Anyway, video games.
Video games are good.
Hey, this is spooky time.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
You didn't let it. So wait, do you want to talk about the Quarry, and then do you want to talk about? Can I tell you about Tunic?
Yeah, let's do the Quarry. Let's not.
Yeah, because I talked. Yeah. Hey, so the Quarry is our game this episode, as well as another. There's gonna be 3 games this episode because it's spook time. And the Quarry, if you don't know, is made by Supermassive Games, the people who made Until Dawn. And guess what? They just made another Until Dawn.
Yep. It's a video game. Is it a video game? I guess it's a video game.
I'll say this. First playthrough wise, just playing it is a fun story. The story. Did you like the story of Until Dawn?
Okay, so here's my history with that game, right?
Okay.
I watched a playthrough of it, and it was fine watching other people play it because, like, I don't have to pay attention, right? It's just like a movie I watch.
Okay, for those who don't know, basically the idea of Until Dawn and the Quarry and all the Supermassive Games is it's just a choose your own adventure novel.
Right, but
with some light gameplay elements.
Me and a bunch of friends sat down to try to play that game one night, and I think we all got so bored by it by about the second hour that we kind of passed, and we were just like, oh, that was a fun night, whatever. It takes so long to like actually get to like the spooky scary part, so kind of not the best to go into this game because same thing happened. I played a few hours of it and I was just like, this is so fucking boring. Like, it's so fucking boring. I really don't know who, like, I'm not trying to be rude when I say, but like, who fucking plays these games? Like, who are these games made for? It's just a movie. Just hit movie mode and watch the movie. It's.
Sometimes I like a spooky. Like I said, I'm watching a spooky movie every day this month, and that was just a good spooky movie.
It just takes so long to get go. Like every time. Like I will say though, we did the co-op, the pass, like the controller, like it will. Whenever like a scene ends, like when you stop playing as one character, the next character will come on screen and says like player 1, and then you like pass the controller over. It was cute. It was fine. It was just, I think it's just that the story kind of takes a little bit to go. I'm really not trying to shit just all over this game, like, cause there are like good aspects to it. The story is kind of cute. It's okay. It's fine. It's just, all the parts of a movie where you're like, that part where like Abby or whatever her name is, like walks around the camp for like 30 minutes just trying to find like a card. Wasn't that fun? And it's like,
I mean, it's you're being obtuse. It's not 30 minutes. It was like 4. That's still really long in a row. It's still
really long.
But it's not, I want to make people sure.
Right.
It's not 30 fucking minutes.
Right. But you do that with like 5 characters in a row. And then you kind of like go to a cutscene where it starts putting a little bit more together and you're like, oh yay, this is great. And it's just, the more you're put into like a setting and have to walk around it, the more you're going to crave the cutscene. And I think that anytime a video game kind of does that without it, like cutscenes should be rewards, right? For doing something in a video game. This is like, you don't really do anything. And when you are asked to do something, it's just flick the control stick up.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Before we're getting into our critiques.
Yeah.
We haven't done.
I'm jumping down on this game.
Hold on. We haven't done a proper episode of this podcast.
Oh my gosh,
by the way, I want to note we broke rules hard last time when we were talking about those emails. I said the name of the podcast several times.
Did you?
And yep. Yeah,
I thought I censored
said,
every
Dear
time.
Dave Eat Farts Love, the name of the podcast.
Oh, well, no,
we should have. I said the name of the podcast. That means
true.
The podcast was supposed to end. And also we were talking about like, and then I said the name of the podcast would love sponsors, just not this shit. Did you get any response from?
No, this was something that whole weekend. I was like, God, I hope he emails me back.
Nah, he's not gonna. Because he's not real.
Totally
he's a fucking computer algorithm. Anyway, so
I hope that there's a little man in some office just fuming that he got an email that told him to eat farts.
a little office based solely on making crypto coin out of women's cricket.
Yeah.
What a fucking
he
weird.
really ate his hat on that one.
The Quarry is an interactive movie made by Supermassive Games. The gameplay is watching cutscenes, and then every once in a while you'll get to make a choice. You get to make a choice. You'll either choose the right or left, or it'll be like a quick time event where it'll tell you, make the stick go up, down, left, or right, or it'll be like press a button to do something or don't, and you can make your choices. And that's the gameplay. Then sometimes it'll be like I relate it kind of like to Telltale games, where that's all it is. It's just a better Telltale game. In that, it looks a lot better. It's all like
the game looks so fucking the humans kind of look weird.
It looks really great.
Like the humans when they're stationary look great, like their models. When they start talking, their mouths are really like we haven't figured out how to animate a mouth, have we?
I played the PS4 version on PS5. What did you guys play?
The PS5 version on PS5.
Okay.
And God, I'll tell you, the fucking scenery though, like it feels like you're fucking watching a real ass movie in like shot in the woods, and the lighting on everything, the texture, whoever is the lighting artist and the texture artist for these games, you deserve the biggest fucking raise in the world, because holy shit, do your fucking games look good. Whoever is animating, maybe study a mouth or something, because the mouth
anyway so you go from either watching a movie and making choices to when you control the character, it's mostly walking around to try and find like the thing that makes the next cutscene happen, be it like a piece of paper or walking down a hallway. It's like there's no real like gameplay. It's all quick time events.
Right.
But the story is that it's a bunch of camp counselors at Hackett's Quarry, a fucking summer camp somewhere in the Northeast. I don't remember if they say exact. It's like North Kill County. I don't remember a state. Do you?
No, I don't. For the life of me.
Some state.
Yeah.
And it's everyone, all the kids are gone, and it's all of the counselors getting out. Now it starts with a prologue of two people trying to get there, and they hit something in the woods, and all of a sudden it's like, oh no, we hit the woods, and then this creepy cop shows up, and the cop is played by Ted Raimi, that's Sam Raimi's brother, and he's like, y'all kids better go to this hotel and not go there at night. It's too fucking scary. And he tells you to go to the Harbinger Motel, which is a fun little like nod to those types of movies. If you've ever seen The Cabin in the Woods, you ever seen The Cabin in the Woods?
Yeah, it's classic.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
You know, they talk about that guy that they send out. It's called the Harbinger. It's like in all those movies, there's always the guy that tells them, "Don't go into the woods, kids." And it's
got to be the warner, the forewarning.
Yeah, the Harbinger.
Yeah.
And this one, there's like, you go to the Harbinger Hotel. They don't. They go to the fucking camp a night early, and fucking there's a guy, he goes into a storm cellar and he sees some monster, gets attacked, and then the girl goes, no! And then all of a sudden Ted Raimi shows up with a fucking needle and stabs her in the neck, and then boom, that's prologue. Then the game starts.
The first time you were playing, were you following a guide, or did you just go in cold?
Absolutely following a guide, because you have to play this game 3 whole fucking times because of some horse shit, and I didn't want to make that 4. So,
because I was going to say,
until dawn, I played blind the first time, and then I had to go back and play the game like 2 whole times again. And when I saw it, was like, it's 3 total. It's 3 almost full gameplays and then like a couple chapters by itself. It was like, I don't want to make that 4 when the game is like 10 hours long. So I followed a guide. Fuck that. Who cares?
Like, the first option, whenever her character you're playing as, the girl, her boyfriend gets attacked or whatever, there's the option of like help him or leave him, and I was just like, we'll see. And my wife was just like, what the hell? She's like, you really just leaving him there? I'm like, yeah, he's bleeding out, he's going to die, I'm saving my ass, like, see you later. But that was like the only fun fucking decision in like 3 hours, because then after that it's just like, do you want to open this cabin door? That's cabin door is important. I know which cabin door you're talking about. It is, apparently.
So let me tell the fucking story of this game.
Go for it.
And the story I'm going to tell is the perfect where nobody dies story. So these fucking camp counselors are all teenagers, are let's all get out of here. We got to get out because Mr. Hackett, who owns it, played by David Arquette, is like, he needs us out of here tonight for some reason, but he's very insistent that they get out. So this one fucker, whose name is like Jacob, and his girlfriend Emma, they're like, oh, we got to break up for the because the summer's over, so we got to break up because we don't want to do long. She doesn't want to do long distance, and he's like, well, I don't accept that, so I'm gonna fucking I'm gonna like fuck with the van so that we can't leave, so that we have to spend another night together, so I can tell her how much I love her. And in doing that, fucking David Arquette gets so fucking angry because now he can't get these kids out, and everyone's like, "What? Why does it matter?" He's like,
goddamn
shit! Get the fuck out of this fucking camp! And then they can't, so he's like, "All right, I'm gonna lock you inside this building, and nobody fucking leave it." So what's the first thing they do?
Well, of course they're like, "Oh, let's go have a party." But here's the thing: he fucking gets in his car and drives away. If you're so adamant about these kids getting the fuck out of here, let them just take your car. Just be like, "Look, dude."
Exactly.
I can't tell you, but you need to leave. Take my car.
He lives in another car. Maybe it's because they won't all fit. Because there are like 6 or 7 of them, and he's just got like a sedan.
No, he's got he had like a 4-door like SUV with plenty of trunk space to fit everyone. Like he could have gotten those kids off that property if he wanted to.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't fit the game.
Of course, because then the game, like, I kind of wanted that to be an option though. Like that would have been great. Just the Super Paper Mario option where it's like, he's like, look, take my car and go. And if you like take the keys and actually get in the car and you're like, well, I guess we should go. And then everyone gets in the car and it's like the end. That would have been the best. Do a joke ending like that. Especially if you're doing one of these kind of games. Do a joke ending. That would be really fun. Have you played Super Paper Mario? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I did play a little bit of Super Paper Mario. I didn't know there was a joke ending.
Yeah, at the very, very beginning, like the first 10 minutes of the game, Toad's like, oh my god, Mario, you gotta go save Princess Peach. Will you go save her? And it'll give you an option, yes, no. And if you say no, he's like, that's really funny, Mario, but like, you're gonna go, right? And you select no again. And he's like, look, dude, this is it. Are you gonna fucking be a hero or not? And if you select no one more time, he's like, all right, well, I guess that's like how it goes. The princess is gone forever, and then it just rolls a game over screen.
Every Far Cry since Far Cry 4 has had one of it. So they did that in Far Cry 4, where in Far Cry 4, Pagan Min invites you to dinner, and he's like, just sit here for a moment, I'll be right back. And what you're supposed to do is get up, steal some shit, and get out there and start the game. If you literally just sit there for 15 minutes, he comes back, he says, all right, here's your mom's ashes, let's go spread them together. It was wonderful to see you, and you just leave the country. And then in Far Cry 5, the beginning of that game is you're a deputy going to arrest Joseph Seed, the father, and you go in there and there's all these fucking cult people around, and you're like, you're gonna do it, and the fucking FBI is like, go fucking arrest him, and like the local sheriff's guy's like, no, just fucking, this isn't safe, walk away. What you're supposed to do is try to arrest him, and then it goes into violence and starts the game. If you just walk in the door and leave, they're just like, great, okay, everything's fine, goodbye, and the game ends. And then in 6, the 6th one is actually pretty funny too. So the idea with that one is, it's basically, escaping Cuba,
right?
Under and Antonio Castillo is just Castro. And so what it is in that one is anytime you get a plane, if you want, you can just fly off the map. Unlike these ones where they're like the beginning of the game, this can be done at any time.
Right.
Where it's like if you fly off the map, it just says, warning, you are leaving Yara. And if you leave Yara, it just cuts to an ending where you're living in Miami with your own mechanic shop, and is like, breaking news, Antonio Castillo has killed all the rebels. Yara seems to be doing great under his rule. And you're just like, yeah, whatever. I live in Florida now.
I live in Miami. What's up? Don't mind me. I love it when a game does that, though. I was really kind of a little bummed that there wasn't one of those in this game. I feel like this is the game you did. That, come on, guys. But so yeah, your little camp crew, they have a little party. They get into all sorts of trouble. There's a part where you go and you get some beer and you get a gun. There's a part in the beginning where you're going through where you have to check one of the camp, what's it called? Why am I spacing on the name? Where people live at Camp Anawana?
No, we hold you in your heart. And if we think about you, it makes you want to fart. Get it right up here, the price. The cabins, the camp cabins, there's one where it's like, oh, look in here. And so this thing they did a thing in Until Dawn called the butterfly effect, which is basically just like, your choices have weight. If you do something in chapter 1, it might have an effect in chapter 5. Here they call it the path system, and all the paths look like VHS tapes because they're going for like that 80s slasher at camp feel. And so what happens is you go to this, like, do you want to open the door? Or do you want to leave it closed? And what you do, all of a sudden, this big giant thing that looks like a VHS tape goes, path chosen.
Yeah.
And you're like, fucking what? I didn't. Okay. And if you don't bust open that door 5 chapters later when being chased by a monster that we'll get into for a second, that door is closed and everybody fucking bites it.
Oh, fuck.
But you have to open that door for another thing, so you always open that door. Anyway, so first couple chapters, nothing really happens. Kids are at camp, they're just doing their little thing. The dumb idiot who broke the car and his bitchy girlfriend go skinny dipping, and he finds a body in the lake, bum. And everyone else that's over at the other camp, who, by the way, one of the kids is played by Justice Smith, who we were talking about in My Neighbor Pikachu, not My Neighbor,
My Neighbor Pikachu.
My Neighbor Totoro Pikachu, in the fucking
totally
Detective
different
Pikachu.
movie.
I've never seen My Neighbor Totoro.
Oh, it's a terribly sad movie.
What? I thought it was a fun. I watched that whole action button about Boku no Natsume no Simi.
Yeah,
and he was talking about the Inaka summer, and it's like that's an Inaka. Inaka means like rural,
countryside,
right?
yeah.
Countryside. Speaking of, that Shin-Chan game now works. I bugged that company for weeks to fix their trophies. Well, they finally did. I'm the one that got trophies to work on it.
Now we can play
and then
it.
They finally got them to work, and summer was already over.
Yep. What a fucking bummer of a fucking situation.
I'll end up playing it before next summer, but then we can talk about it next summer.
100%.
That game's apparently got a really cool mechanic. Unlike Boku, where it's like, you get 31 days of just messing around summer. That game's on an endless 7-day loop where you can just do the same 7 days of summer over and over and over again to do everything. And then you have to find like the way to break a time loop.
That's Endless 8, baby.
I don't know what that is.
It's Haruhi Suzumiya. The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. Have you seen that anime?
No. Because once again, like I said, not a weeb, do not like anime.
I don't know. It's tough. You might actually be into it, but the second season of that show, there's
There's episodes where it's the same episode over and over and over again, and then small things happen, and they finally realize they're in a time loop.
Yeah,
that sounds like a really cool idea. I don't want to actually watch the same episode over and over again.
It's a great idea, but then once like week 4 or 5 comes around, you're just like, God fucking damn it.
It'd be cool if someone edited just that episode where they show all you watch that one. I would watch that episode once, and then I'd watch an episode where you see all the changes. Right. Anyway, what are we talking about? So all of a sudden you're in the woods. You're Abigail, who's played by the girl from Modern Family, the one with the glasses, the nerdy one.
Yeah,
and she's hanging out with her crush, which is some fucking British dude. And here is the part of the game that made me the maddest that it's ever made me in a video game like one of these. So there are 3 trophies in this game for finding all 3 of the 3 different types of collectibles: clues, evidence, and tarot cards.
Right.
And in chapter 2, there is a choose a path that is literally not important to the story, not important to anything. All it does is that if you go to the right, there's a tarot card, and if you go to the left, there's 2 clues. And what happens is when you do chapter select to go back and get collectibles, it wipes all the collectibles earned after that point.
That sucks.
So they literally added a place for a path that's only purpose was to make you play the whole game again so that you can't get all the collectibles on one playthrough.
That's so stupid.
It's super fucking stupid. I'm so fucking mad about it. Anyway, they go through it. All of a sudden they keep pointing out that, there might be, why has everyone got guns? There might be bears. And you see this scene after like the kids are like, let's go have a party, that all of a sudden there's these 2 creepy hunters, one played by Lance, I want to say it was Lance Reddick, and the other one played by Ethan Suplee.
I think you're right about that.
Ethan Suplee, if you don't know, is the guy that can't see the sailboat in Mallrats.
Yeah.
And Lance Reddick, no, not Lance Reddick. Lance Reddick is fucking that's the guy from That's the dude that plays the new Wesker in Resident Evil. Lance Hendrickson? Is that who it is?
Maybe. I'm terrible with like movie actors and stuff. I know video games. I know Pokemon. If you were like, oh man, Clefable is in there, I'd be like, no, that was actually a Cleffa.
Yeah, Lance Hendrickson. Also known for playing Bishop in Alien. He is like the main dude in that Millennium show. He's been in a bunch of stuff. I'm trying to see what people would mostly know him as. Probably Bishop from Alien. That's probably his best role.
Probably.
Or biggest role. Anyway, so you see these 2 hunters and you think, oh, they're going to hunt the kids. Because they try to play it up as like, this one's not as supernatural. It's a slasher movie. Mm-hmm. Guess what? It's not. It's a supernatural thing. But, so yeah, so you go off, they go off one way, and then fucking Modern Family and British go the other way, and they get attacked by, because they keep, fuck! The Mets scored again, it's 2-7.
Yeah.
And the fucking Padres went 0 in the 8th. Oh, this game's over.
They've got one last chance. And they have to hold them here.
this sucks. I mean, that's the Padres way. In a 3-game series, you win the first one and then you bomb the second 2. So the Padres fucking do it. What was I saying? Oh yeah, they keep talking about why hasn't we got guns? It's like there must be bears in the area. So you get attacked and they're like, it's a bear. But it looks a lot like if you didn't play Until Dawn. Until Dawn was a game where you thought it was not a supernatural game because you thought it was going to be like a serial killer guy like Saw. And then it turns out it is a supernatural game because the mountain that they're on is haunted by Wendigos, which are evil spirits that when somebody does cannibalism, they become a Wendigo. Well, guess what? Werewolves. This game is, and it's the same. I kid you not.
Yo, werewolves are hot this year.
Hold on. They don't look like werewolves. They look
like Wendigos.
They look exactly like the Wendigos. It's the same. The Quarry's the same fucking game. They just made Until Dawn again, but instead of being on a ski lodge with Hayden Panettiere, it's a fucking summer camp with Justice Smith and the girl from The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Yeah. Grove?
No, the other one. I don't know. She was on that show is all I know.
Oh, right on.
You see her, you know her. Anyway, the rest of the game is like, oh, you find out that the Hackett family has been bitten by werewolves, and if you get bit by a werewolf, you can only not become a werewolf if you kill the person that bit you. And I just realized I don't give a shit about this game enough to explain the whole story.
Yo, look, but this game is Life is Strange, but with werewolves.
No, this game is Until Dawn, but at a summer camp.
Look, I give this game a fucking pass. Just fucking pass on it.
It's listen. I want to talk about some trophy shit.
Go for it.
You basically have to play this game 3 times because you have to play an entire game where nobody dies. You have to play an entire game where everybody dies, and you have to play an entire game where everybody gets infected, like bitten by werewolves.
Ooh.
But to do that playthrough, people will die, but people also won't die. So it's like you can't do the other ones. You also have to get an ending where everybody but Justice Smith dies, and get an ending where everybody but the girl from The Sweet Life dies. And so you can set those up with the other runs where you just do chapter select at the end. Mm-hmm. The problem is that you'd have to just keep watching the same cuts. Chapter 7 of this game, which is when you go back and you find out what happened to the people from the prologue, it's so fucking long and talky and boring. And other than that, it's collectibles. It's setting up. There's a trophy for getting through an entire playthrough without ever missing during a shooting sequence, but you can just turn on an accessibility option to auto do it and you'll just get that trophy.
Yeah.
But you can only do that. That only works at the same time that you're doing the infection one, because if you try it on the other ones, it just fucks shit up.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I was really kind of excited to talk about this game, but yeah, just talking about realizing it's just the Until Dawn same exact animations. Fuck.
Talking to my wife about it, she was like, yeah, it's interesting. It's just, it kind of suffers from that same, and you might disagree with this, but the same kind of syndrome that, what's it called? Stranger Things suffers from, where it's like, it's cool, but it's just the same thing again. And it's kind of unfortunate when you're dealing with this game where it's a different cast, it's a different settings, different monsters, although they kind of look the same. It's just kind of the same game again, just, it looks better. But I don't know, like I hate to be that one that just kind of, I don't know, just I'm dumping on it, but the writing's kind of okay, and like it looks really, really
parts
pretty.
Of the game that are really funny and like written well.
There are some for sure. It's just, it felt like I was watching a 13 episode miniseries that, or I guess a 10-part miniseries that was an hour per episode. And it's just, the first couple episodes are them just walking around doing really nothing. So it's like, there's some good stuff, but like,
and then there's this whole secondary plot line about a witch. There? There's a witch that talks to you. So in Until Dawn, in between each chapter, Peter Stormare, who was like this psychologist, would talk to you about like, are you going crazy? You're on the mountain. And was like, we had to do that again. So I forgot. Wait, who is the actress? It's a well-known actress.
I will say, like, all the actors and stuff, like, they did it really well. Like, they're great. I think all the pieces I think if we could just animate the mouths just a little bit better, I would feel a lot better about some things. But yeah, it's just weird. I kind of wish there were more gameplay elements to this. Like, it would be way more fun if I was walking around the woods, like shooting stuff or doing anything else other than just there's a pillar of light, go walk up to it and flick the stick up, and it's just like, oh, this is not a video game.
The thing is, it's not a video game. It's more for the fucking put this on
Netflix. These are the kind of games that should be on Netflix.
Yeah,
put these kind of things there.
Like the Telltale series has made it so that these are legitimate games. Those are on Netflix. At least the Minecraft one is. Like, they're putting out that new Tales from the Borderland here within the next month or so, and it's like that's the same thing.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find a list of people from this game.
I don't know.
Brenda Song is the name of the girl that I was talking about who plays Caitlin, who's the girl I think that's from The Sweet Life. Yeah, she's from The Sweet Life. I never watched that, but I just looked it up. She's also, you might know her from Wendy Wu, Homecoming Warrior. The Ultimate Christmas Present. One of my favorites, 100 Deeds for Eddie McDowd. Do you know that show?
No, I don't.
100 Deeds for Eddie McDowd was a show on Nickelodeon about a kid who does bad shit, and then the guy that played Bull on Night Court turns him into a dog until he does 100 good deeds.
Oh my god!
It's basically it was a show that came out way before My Name Is Earl, and then when My Name Is Earl came out, everyone's like, "You just ripped off 100 Deeds for Eddie McDowd, but he's not a dog." He was. She was also in Phil of the Future. You know that one? Anyway, she's been in a bunch of stuff. And she's married to Macaulay Culkin. I didn't know that.
Oh, shit.
Hey, good for her.
Yeah.
Or in a relationship with, not married, whatever.
Yeah.
Who fucking cares? Other people, I'm going to say actor and actress's name. You tell me if you know who these people are. David Arquette. Yeah. WCW champion David Arquette.
Yeah.
Somebody named Siobhan Williams.
No.
Skylar Giosando?
Nope.
Wait, I'm gonna look up who these people are. This is a great part of our podcast.
Is Arquette the one that had that documentary where like he got like super?
Yeah, you cannot kill David Arquette. Yeah. He became a hardcore deathmatch wrestler.
Yeah, that shit. Like, that was the first.
She's another fucking. Okay, let's see some
about his.
Whoever Siobhan Williams is, she was on Disney shit, and then she was on nothing any of us have heard of. She was on some Van Helsing. They made a Van Helsing TV show. Who cares? She sucks. Yeah, apparently they made the guy who plays her boyfriend Max, who gets bitten by a werewolf, is played by Skylar Gisondo, who was in Licorice Pizza.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I didn't either because it's about pedophilia.
Yep.
Abigail's played by Ariel Winter, who's the chick from Modern Family. Caitlin's played by Brenda Song, we just talked about. Nick is played by Evan Ivagora, who he was in Star Trek Picard, which nobody watched. Emma is played by Halston Sage. She reminds me of Emma Roberts. What has she been in? She was in The Orville and Grown Ups 2. Fuck off. Ryan's played by Justin Smith. Everyone knows who Justin Smith is. Dylan, who is the stereotypical gay character, like way overboard to the point where it's like, what are you trying to do here? Oh, played Jeffrey Dahmer. Wait, he was in Halloween, the one that came out a couple years ago, and he was in My Friend Dahmer, which is not the Jeffrey Dahmer show that just came out. It's a different show, but he didn't play Jeffrey Dahmer. Who did he play? He just played some guy. Wait, did you watch that Jeffrey Dahmer show yet?
No, I didn't. I was going to look up, does that new Halloween come out this year? Halloween ends.
Yes, it's coming out sometime this month.
Oh,
Evil dies tonight.
I'm so ready for it. It's gonna
that
be
last
so
one was
shitty.
That fucking okay. Listen,
that last Halloween fucking sucked.
I love Michael Myers. I think he's my favorite slasher. And that last one, if you cut out everything where he's not on screen, is a great movie. If you literally just cut out everything where it's not Michael Myers killing people,
yeah,
so that it's just have Michael Myers stabbing people for like, and that way it's only like 15 to 20 minutes long. Great.
great.
Everything else, like the whole mob mentality thing and like trying to send the message, horse shit.
Yeah.
I
can't wait to watch Halloween Ends. It's gonna be so dog shit.
The new Halloween, like the one before that, the Halloween from 2018, great fucking movie. That scene where he's on the street just fucking murdering people. I've always equated it to like Jason is your stereotypical slasher where he's like, I can't die, I'm a zombie and I've got powers. Whatever. Freddy is your funny slasher. Like everyone likes Freddy because he's a cut up in a card, right? Everyone likes Chucky because he's a foul mouthed and it's funny because he's a little kid.
Right.
Michael Myers is just some guy with a knife.
Yeah.
And like when they did all the ones where they made him like did you ever watch any of the like Halloween 4, 5, and 6 with do you know about the Cult of the Thorn?
I've seen them, but
so Halloween, John Carpenter's Halloween is a great fucking movie.
Yes.
Because all that is some guy with a knife killing people because he can.
Yes.
And then Halloween 2 happens, and it's like, well, we need an edge. Now it's like, oh, it's his sister. Who fucking cares? Like that's when they making Laurie Strode his sister was a little much, but like that's just the same thing in a hospital. It's fine.
Yeah. Halloween
3, Season of the Witch is not a Halloween or Michael Myers movie, but it's a great movie. Halloween 4 is the one with the little girl where it's like his like niece or whatever, and he's trying to get her, and at the end she kills people, and it's like evil is inherited. That was actually pretty good. And then 5 and 6 they do this thing where it turns out that Michael Myers is actually the problem because of what's called the Cult of the Thorn, which is these people that are devil worshippers that are trying to get the Antichrist. And the idea is that Michael Myers is a soulless husk to receive the devil's soul to walk as the Antichrist, and because of that, he's got superpowers and can. Okay, it's the top of the ninth. The Padres need to make up 5 runs.
2-0. 2-0 count. 1 out.
Is it already 2 outs?
No. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fuck, they're not gonna win.
Not with this.
Wouldn't it be cool if they did though?
Yeah.
So. Yeah, the 5 and 6 one. It's also the kid from the first movie comes back and is played by Paul Rudd.
Yes, that's right.
But yeah, trying to like break up this cult and do this whole thing of like whatever. Those movies suck shit. Then they did. Hold on.
Okay.
What were we gonna say?
I was just saying they're good. Just put on in the background.
They suck. They suck shit. Yeah, they're dumb, and there's some good kills, but they suck shit. And they're edited. That 6 one is edited terribly. Oh. Okay, then they do Halloween H2O, which the idea there is that none of the movies past 2 happen. Well, I guess 3 doesn't really have anything, but 4, 5, and 6 didn't happen. This is when they start getting wacky with their timeline. So in that one, it's been 20 years since the events of Halloween 2 in the hospital, and she's like now moved on, and all of a sudden he comes back. And then they made Halloween Resurrection, which is the dumbest idea for one of these, which is that's a direct sequel to H2O, where at the end of it he kills Jamie Lee Curtis so she didn't have to come back, and then he disappears, and then fucking Busta Rhymes decides to film a reality show inside of the Michael Myers house, and then guess what? He shows up and he kills everybody on the show.
Which is a genius idea.
Then later they made the Rob Zombie Halloween, which is a really good movie. I like Rob Zombie's Halloween, and the idea there is that is a retelling of the original Halloween, but we know up front that Laurie Strode is
right.
His sister. Then he made Halloween 2, which I don't like because he takes the mask off and he talks, and there's like these weird visions of his mom played by Sherry Moon Zombie, and like you're trying to like make him sympathetic, and I don't like that. Then they made the Halloween 2018, which is that goes back that the only movie that actually happened was the first one, and that Laurie Strode was just some lady, and Michael Myers didn't give a shit. He was just killing. And then he gets out and he starts killing again because there's some weird psychologist at his hospital who wants to study serial killers by watching him kill, and then decides that he needs to go kill Laurie Strode. And Laurie Strode thinks that he cares, like he knows who I am and he's coming for me, when the reality is that fucking Michael Myers has no idea who she is and could not give a shit. And then at the end of that movie, they lock him in a burning building. But then at the beginning of the new movie, while they're trying to get away, all of a sudden a bunch of police officers or firefighters show up.
Out like
there's a fucking building on fire. Let's help. And then he fucking gets a fucking firefighter axe and fucking kills everybody. And then there's this evil dies the nice shit. And like the kids from the original one being played by old actors are like, we're gonna fucking get them. And then they beat some homeless guy to death because they're like, that's Michael Myers without a mask. And it's like, it's not. And then Michael Myers kills a bunch of people. And then at the end of it, he kills fucking Judy Greer, who plays Jimmy Lee Curtis's daughter. And now in this one, Halloween's gonna end. And what I'm trying to say is that Michael Myers works best when he kills because he doesn't even I don't think that Michael Myers likes killing. It's just all he knows how to do. Exactly. All he knows is that if something is living, you put a knife in it. Yeah. And he has no emotion. He doesn't care. He's just looking at it like, oh, that's okay. Yeah, this is death. He kills a fucking baby. Like he's fucking death. And so I'm hoping for some more of that. Anyway, this is the Quarry episode. I give it for fun a bronze, and I give it for trophies a bronze, because you have to play the game 3 times, and if you miss one little thing, you can't do it. Saves after every choice, and there's no way to go back until you've beaten the game once, and it's really fucking annoying. And should you play this for trophies? I mean, if you're gonna play it and you're down for trophies anyway, sure. But also, you could easily just watch this. I always
turn on movie mode.
Yeah, there's a movie mode. Or you know what? Why even at that point? Don't even buy it. Just watch it on YouTube.
Yeah, just watch a Let's Play of it.
I always am the one saying, don't fucking watch Let's Plays. Just play video games. You should be playing video games. What the fuck?
Look,
but this is the one time where I'd be like, just fucking
watch a Let's Play, because what's fun, what makes this game fun is sitting in a room with like 4 friends and you all fuck around while you play and enjoy the game. Thing is, the game is 10 hours long. You're not going to do that. So go on ahead and just watch a Let's Play and pretend you're in the room with a bunch of people. that's what I'm saying.
It's not. It's bad.
Also, I just want to say, 2 on, 1 out. Top of the night. Two on base. First and second.
See, the thing is, they're 5 down, so not even a grand slam would help.
A grand slam puts them within 1, though.
They are Slam Diego. Really quickly, without spoiling it, I want to say you should play Tunic.
I really want. Sell me on this game so that I play Tunic it by the end of the year.
When people say something's a spiritual successor, this is more than just a spiritual successor. This is a spiritual reincarnation of The Legend of Zelda, the original.
That sounds delightful.
It is the best Zelda game since A Link Between Worlds.
Is it hard? I've heard it's kind of tough.
It can be.
Yeah.
There is, if you'd like an accessibility option that you just want to get through it, you can turn on no death mode. Oh. There was a boss that after a while I was like, fuck this, and I did turn it on. But the idea is, let me explain how Tunic works. You're a little fox. Zelda like a fox was the fucking tagline of this game. You're a little fox, and you wake up, and you don't know what's going on, and they don't tell you the controls, and everything's in a weird language, and nothing is understandable. And you have to just go through, and you'll pick up an item, and like you'll get a stick, and that'll be your sword for a while. And then you'll find it in a chest, this pepper. It's like, what's the pepper do? You don't know. It doesn't tell you, because you have to find pages of the instruction manual to the game as collectibles throughout the game.
Oh, that's cute.
And I don't want to say too much.
Right.
I will just say,
one of those games where discovery is a massive benefit to the first.
May I say one phrase that will tell you why I think you should play this game?
Sure.
This might be better than Elden Ring.
That's huge for you. I mean, it's not going to be better than Stranger of Paradise. We know that. Stranger of Paradise, that this could be a contender for number 2.
At most, Stranger of Paradise will be at least 8. That's as high as its ceiling is 8. I'm really having a hard time saying if Tunic or Elden Ring will be number 1.
Well, I plan to play both of those games then in the next month. Probably in November. I'll probably
for
November.
For the purposes of Game of the Year, I would like to say that both for trophies, which there are some missable trophies, but you can do a run for like, there's 2 big missable trophies.
Mm-hmm.
One of them, you can do a run on a new fresh save and get in about 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. The other one, I'll tell you right now.
Hey, quick tiny spoiler for Tunic. If you want to dodge that spoiler, please jump to 1 hour and 54 minutes. Hopefully this filled up the time that it needed to fill to get to that point. We'll find out.
So if you're playing out there and you don't know and you want to go fresh into this, the only thing that you can truly miss is this. One of the collectibles looks like a little fox, not a doll, but it looks like a little vase fox. It's a piggy bank. Don't break them until you have all 10. There's a trophy for having all 10 without breaking them.
Okay.
That's the only spoilers, because you're not going to know what this is, and you use it, and then you break it, and you get some money. And then how it works is each one that you break is it's exponentially more. So like the first one you break and you only get 8 money. The last one you break and you get 1,000 whatever money.
Right.
But there's a trophy for having all 10 of those without breaking them. That one you will have to play almost an entire playthrough again if you want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So just don't break those.
Gotcha.
Is that too much of a spoiler?
No, that's fine.
Put up
I'll
a
probably
spoiler.
do it anyways.
Will you put up a spoiler warning about that just in case?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. Just in case. Yeah, the other one, honestly, you can play through the whole game, and then if you need to do it again, you can just do a new playthrough and get it really, like maybe 30 minutes, yeah. Especially if you know what you're trying to do. Also, there is like a New Game Plus mode.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it works in that, but you can try and find out there. But the fucking finding the paces of the instruction manual and then learning new things from that, fucking astounding. I love it a lot. It was really good. How long is this episode?
We're at like 2 hours right now. Cresting
episode.
into 2 hours. Hey,
We talked a lot about baseball and the Marvel universe, and then there were some video games.
Bases loaded. 2 outs.
Oh, see, that's bad, because even if they get the grand slam, that'll be 6, and then they'd still need to get another one, and then they'd still need to get another one.
Here's the thing. When a pitcher throws a home run, like, what's the next pitch he throws?
Another home run.
Another home run. So...
Extreme Rules is also happening right now. If anybody wants to talk about WWE, did fucking Bray Wyatt show up yet as the bunny? Who knows?
I have no idea. Manny Machado at bat.
Oh, this episode doesn't end until this is over.
Strike one.
Fuck.
I have been playing a game though.
What have you been playing?
It's a game that I think you'll like.
Okay.
And it's a game that I think we should play for the next episode. But before that, we have an email that we need to go through. See that tease? See that? I'm holding everyone on bated breath. They don't even know what's coming at them. But hey, actually, do you want to hear about accounting or bookkeeping for your podcast?
Oh, just we don't have a real email?
No, we definitely have a Tylon talk. So.
Oh. Okay, listen, right now I want to say, I know that we have a bunch of people listening to this podcast, legitimate people. And as much as I really do appreciate Tylon, I really would like people to fucking that's the only
this is where we go on the attack.
I'm gonna here's the thing. I love doing this podcast, but I also want people. I want to know that people are listening, and I do know because people do tell me they're listening. I know that we're not just screaming into the void here. Do me a favor right now. Tell a friend who doesn't listen to listen. What's the count?
2 strikes, 1 ball.
Fuck.
Well, I guess it's the other way. It'd be 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, who cares? If Machado strikes out, I'm going to be pissed. Oh, you know what? Here's what happens. Here's what needs to happen. Bases are loaded, right?
Mm-hmm.
Needs to get a walk and another walk. So that way, and then the grand slam, and then there's the 6 points that we need.
Who does that shift it to? Who would be in the lineup?
I don't know. I'm not looking. I'm pacing. I'm doing the same thing whenever this shit kind of happens, which is I'm not looking at my computer and I'm pacing.
The 4th throw is a ball. So it's 2 and 2.
somebody. Come on.
Twos across the board.
As good as it would be to have Machado get a grand slam, I need Machado and the next person to walk, forcing 2 fucking runs and then a grand slam, and then we need to just throw 3 up, 3 down and win. And this is a miracle. It's not going to happen, but it could happen. It would be good. Yeah.
5th pitch is a ball. 6th pitch is a ball.
They walk Machado. Scores up by 1.
But that's the thing is like,
who's next?
What's he at bat? Like 3rd, 4th at bat? So that's rough. Like they better. I feel like they're swinging through their cleanups right now. Like they're just trying to throw balls to get to a bad fucking hitter. Oh man, 3-7.
Anyway, tell your friends to listen to our podcast, and also please
tell
write
your friends
in.
To listen. I will say, watch this at the beginning of the year because 2023 is the fucking year of I have more trophies.
You can say it as much as you want because it's not true.
Okay.
Yeah, because you tried to do that. Remember, there's a great bit where you said it, and I was like, no, because it's not true. Because it's not true that you do not have that, so it doesn't work. Okay, 3-7, baby. 3-7. All right, we need another.
Josh Bell is at bat.
Actually, I'd be fine. I'd also be fine with a grand slam here to tie it at least. If we could just tie it, and then
go into extra innings.
Well, also we need to make sure they don't score any. So that's tie it, and then maybe get a couple more. Is all I'm going to say. Slam Diego, baby. Saying it. Keep the faith. The kept faith, dude. I'm keeping the faith. Let's go, Friars. Okay. What's the email? Read the email.
Okay. This is Tylon Talk.
Tylon Talk.
Dickities. All right, give goes to Tylon.
What has Tylon got for us
What's Tylon got for us?
Now, oh shit, I put the game away. Sorry, I gotta keep the game up. Okay. Tylon says, hey, Doc and Chris. First off, Ryan, sorry for your loss. Hope you're feeling better.
Oh, thank you.
Second, I really enjoyed the Dave Eaton Farts episode of I Have More Trophies Than You. I enjoyed hearing both of you laugh explaining your favorite cozy games. My favorite cozy game is personally, and of course, this is going to be Fallout New Vegas. Because
that's not simple. A cozy game.
It's very simple, and I always play it to have a fun time, turn my brain off when listening to New Vegas Radio while shooting and looting. Keep up the great work, and can't wait for the next episode. Tylon, PS5. Is this a count? I don't know what 5. Huh? Oh, I get it. Okay.
What?
Tylon always hits us with the PS, right?
Yeah.
So it's PS 5.
That's stupid.
Get it?
So what was the question? Was there a question in there?
No, just well wishes.
Oh, thanks, Tylon.
Thank you, Tylon.
What was the game?
I don't think it's updated for me because I accidentally minimized.
No, what was the game that you were talking about?
What game was I talking about? What are you talking about?
You were like, I played.
Oh yeah,
I'll tell you after this. No, what is it?
2 strikes.
How many balls?
I assume 2, but I haven't checked. 0.
What's the game you've been playing?
Look, see, I have control of this situation. So let's see what the next pitch is. Come on, Josh Bell. Where you at?
Josh Bell. I'm fucking on my knees right now.
Come on. Just need that home run. He's 1 for 3.
Come on, grand slam right now, baby. Josh Bell, baby. Hit that ball.
Just hit it.
Hit it. Is this a good podcast? Write in if you liked when we just listened to baseball.
Look, I love baseball. We all third pitch is a ball.
Oh, okay. All right.
96 mile an hour fastball. Holy shit.
I can't fucking take this. What are we playing next episode?
Oh, ball is in play.
What does that mean?
He hit it.
Okay, where is it going?
Probably a pop fly out.
Nope, it's not going to be a pop fly out. It's going to go grand slam Diego, baby. What is it?
Josh Bell grounds out first baseman Pete Alonso to pitcher.
Game's over?
Game's over.
Fuck this. You'll learn what we're playing next time. This is in the shittiest episode of I Have More Trophies Than You.
thank you so much for listening to our podcast. If you'd like to send us questions, gaming memories, comments, or if you just want to know when the next episode's going to drop, then you can follow us on Twitter at More Trophies Pod. That's MoreTrophiesPod. That's More Trophies Pod. Also, you can email us at ihavemoretrophiesthanyou@gmail.com. It's just the name of the show, all one word, at gmail.com. Also, be sure to follow Ryan at Dr._Ryan on Twitter. You can also keep up to date with his Monday night Twitch streams office hours at twitch.tv/Dr._Ryan. That's Dr._RYAN. Dr._Ryan on both Twitch and Twitter. And follow Chris on Twitter at Burezu in Japan. Now, I know what you're thinking. Don't worry, I'm going to spell it out for you right now. That's BUREZUINJAPAN. That's all one word, Burezu in Japan on Twitter. And when they are streaming, you can check them out at twitch.tv/BlazeTK. That's BLAZE, the letter T, the letter K on Twitch. BlazeTK. Thank you again so much, everyone. We'll see you in the next episode. Yeah, that's right. It's also at the end of the episode. What are you going to do about it? Nothing. You probably didn't even listen to this part. If you did listen to this part, you're going to write an email right now. You're going to go to whatever your thing is, Gmail, Hotmail. I don't fucking care. You're going to type in, I have more trophies than you at whatever, gmail.com. That's our address. You're going to email that and say, haha, very funny. You made me listen to it twice, plus this silly little thing afterwards. Gah.